Hey, continuing heading into our final hour, and we've got three ladies in at this time. Kari, she was in earlier. She's back. Good to see you again, Kari.
It's always good to
It's been
see
a
you,
while.
Kari.
It's been a while. Lyndsey Moorhart is here. Looking forward to visiting with you, realtor, and of course now the Rusty Barrel. And Meghan here. She is the administrator of Downtown Clinton Alliance.
Yes.
That is quite a. How'd that come about for you, Meghan?
Actually, Music on the Avenue last summer. So they asked me to come join them in their planning committee. And so we worked on Music on the Avenue. And I feel like it turned into a summer-long job interview. And then in August, I think, I actually had an interview for the position, and they said yes.
Well, that is great. So what are some of your responsibilities? What are some of the things that you do?
Well, so we do some event planning. So we've got Music on the Avenue and a lot of other great events downtown. Kind of the preparation for the board meetings. We are run by a nonprofit committee and then board of directors. So kind of organizing things, planning, all those types of fun things.
Kari, you were in earlier and you talked about your excitement of being in the downtown, keeping the Clinton Happy Joe's where it's at right now. You like that location. Talk about your involvement in downtown Clinton.
So currently I am the president of the SMID board. So I work pretty closely with Meghan and the rest of the board members, and we're looking for, a safe, clean downtown that people want to enjoy.
So SMID stands for what?
Self-Sustaining Municipal Improvement District.
All
It's a
right.
mouthful. I'm turning that over to her.
Fun fact is Iowa is one of the only states that actually calls them a SMID, but most states call them a BID, just a Business Improvement District.
Okay.
Which is a better description of what it is.
And how often do you guys get together?
Officially, we meet once a month. We have
Okay.
to follow, the open meetings, and so the public's welcome. But there's a lot of work that goes on between the meetings and behind the scenes. So
How many board of director members?
9.
Yeah.
A total of
us.
9? Okay. All right. Very good. And Lyndsey Moorhart, you have got a business in downtown Clinton, Rusty Barrel. How did that come about for you?
We were actually at a Music on the Avenue, and we were standing in front of the old Vinnie's, and I loved going there when it was open, and we kind of joked about, oh, that'd be cool to buy the building and do something with it. So we did, and then had no intentions of turning it into a bar. We were going to do something else. We didn't really know what, and then it just kind of evolved into maybe we'll open one side back up as a bar, and then that turned into an event center, and it just kind of snowballed from there.
So how long have you been open there?
2 years.
It's
in
been
March.
2 years. Oh my
Yep.
God! Coming up in March, we
Yep.
got an anniversary coming up.
Yep.
We get Grow Clinton here every Monday morning at 9:05, and it seems like a lot of their events end up at the Rusty Barrel.
Yeah, we have a lot of the business places in town. I feel like even if there's something going on before that, everyone kind of ends up at our place after. So it's
Clinton
nice.
Public Library did something recently at your
Yes.
place too. How'd
Yep.
that go?
Book Talk Bingo. It was
Yes.
a good turnout. They were, I think, full capacity, so it was good.
So you're also a realtor.
Yep.
So how do you split your time between both?
It doesn't seem to be a problem for me. I do a lot from home, actually, contrary to what people think. I am home sometimes. I don't know. I can do a lot remotely, which is nice, and I have a really good staff at Rusty, so they take on a lot of responsibility and allow me to not be there all the time.
What are the hours for Rusty Barrel?
Tuesday through Friday, we open at 4, and then Saturday and Sunday, we open at noon. Unless we have a special event, then sometimes we'll open early.
And I would imagine you got a social presence. I mean, Facebook and different things
Yep.
like that.
Facebook, we post all of our stuff on there, so if you follow us.
So we're here to talk about music on the Avenue, and we're going to give the band lineup. Is that right?
We are. First time.
Who's going to do that?
I can do that.
Okay, do that. So ladies, I should have a drum roll. I should have had a drum roll. So you'll be starting up, you were telling me earlier today, primarily after Tailgate and Tall Boys.
Right. So our first Thursday is June 12th, and we're featuring the Stockwells. The next Thursday will be June 19th, and it's going to be Crooked Cactus. Thursday the 26th will be Montana Sunrise. Thursday, July 3rd, we're inviting Staph Infection. July 10th, Wild Oats. July 17th, Todd Striley and the Noise. July 24th is Ten of Soul. July 31st is Danger Zone, and August 7th is Spoiler Alert, and August 14th is JC and the Juice.
And that will be the last one.
That will be the last one.
Okay, I didn't count, did you say 9?
10.
10, okay, I can't count.
And then we also are having a guest bartending, kind of a kickoff event, so
Oh,
people
okay.
can see that, where we're also having a band. We're having Evergreen on May 9th, and that's at the Rusty Barrel. So
Okay.
all of your Music on the Avenue committee members, maybe some of the SMID board members will be bartending, so we'd like to invite everybody downtown to have a good time.
So a big fundraiser for that. So you're lining up the guest bartenders, and the idea is for them who gets the most money as the bartender. Is that right?
That's how you did yours.
Yes.
So I
She's
did guest
master
bartending,
bartender.
and we made tons of money
Okay.
because it was a competition, and I'm
Right.
very competitive.
Yes. Yes.
So I did kick the pants off of Chris Streets.
Oh, very good.
Yeah, it was great.
So when is that again?
That is May 9th, Friday.
Okay, Friday, May 9th, and it'll be at the Rusty Barrel. What time will that start?
6.
Okay, and you said you got a band for that as well?
Yep.
Well, that'll be a good deal.
Evergreen, they start at 7.
Okay, so most of the bands that you read off, very familiar. They've played, I'm sure, Music on the Avenue before.
We do have some that are new.
About half of them have played before. We got such great feedback from the community on certain ones.
Yes, I would imagine.
So there's locals, great local ties, a couple out of the Quad Cities that just draw really big crowds. And so we did mix it up a little bit with a few new ones. But we had such a good response last year. I brought this to let Kari talk about that a little bit. But, we had over 10,000 people attend our events last summer, which was just phenomenal, and we're just looking to increase that this year, too. Everyone seems to have so much fun.
That is an amazing number, and it's Music on the Avenue Thursdays, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Thursdays, and you get started at what time?
Well, it's starting differently this year.
Okay.
We're adding a little time.
All right, let's
So-
talk about that.
All the food vendors are going to be there and ready at 5:30.
Okay.
And then the music will start at 6. So we encourage everyone to come down early, get in those lines. We do have food vendors lined up. We'll have a lot of new ones this year as well. And then the music will play from 6 to 8:30. So we've extended it based on feedback as well, remembering that it's still a school and a work night, so we can't party all night. But 6 to 8:30, we're hoping will satisfy everyone.
Well, work night, but not a school night. It's the summer.
I know.
The kids can be out as late as they want. No, wait a minute. There's a curfew. There's a curfew in Clinton. That's right. We do have that. So what's that piece of paper you got in front
So
of you?
we just kind of did some fun numbers and some fun stats to see,
Okay.
kind of recap our 2024. And we donated over 3,400 to nonprofit donations. So we do a 50-50 raffle. Doing it a little bit differently this year as to where some of our sponsors get to choose who they want our 50-50 night to go to. But that did really well. Kind of fun, a little competition to see who can raise the most money. Because, that's what it's about. It's about community. We figured over the whole 2024, we had over 10,000 people there. Which was crazy. Our numbers just blew up last year. We served over 7,500 meals, treats, and beverages, and just the social media reach was 8,300 plus. So we've reached a lot of people, and the buzz is definitely going about it. It's probably the hottest summer event in Clinton, Iowa, I would say.
There you go. So Music on the Avenue, and it's set up right there in front of Circlebound Home Appliances, right? That's where the stage normally is at. And when do you block off the street?
So we start blocking off the street about 3 in the afternoon. We put the barricades up and we close them at 4. We ask that all cars are moved off of the avenue just so we can set up and get ready for the car show and the food vendors start rolling in. It all happens pretty fast.
Yeah, there is, a municipal parking lot not too far away. It's about a block and a half away, so
Yeah, we
it's
don't
not
see-
too bad of a walk.
No, to have any problem with people finding a place to park to come and have a good time.
Yeah, they can park down by Happy Joe's.
Absolutely.
There's a parking lot right down there. It's just a block walk
Right.
to get to that. And the car show, how big of a part of that is music, Megan?
So we have to kind of watch that because, we are in one city block. And so our bigger crowds last summer, it proved to be a little bit of a challenge trying to fit everything in, having
Yeah.
enough room for people to sit.
Yeah.
We keep the cars on the one end, which seems to work out well. And then we have our food vendors on the other side. So we are going to change it up maybe just a little bit this year. So stay tuned for more details on that. We do have a Facebook page that we keep everything up to date, but We have a couple nights that our crowds are pretty big, and
Yeah.
we may not be able to have the cars those nights, but we have some other fun ideas to fill the space instead. So we encourage you to just kind of stay tuned so you can see when the cars are coming and not coming.
Yeah, I could see, earlier, the car show was probably an attraction to get them to come to the music, but now the music maybe is kind of taken over
Yeah.
a little bit.
Yeah, I think all of it definitely plays a part in that. People love the cars, they love the music, they love the food. It's very family friendly, and we have some fantastic sponsors too. And I'll let Kari talk a little bit more about that. We are actively seeking our sponsors right now because we are fully funded based on the sponsors. So we typically don't fundraise any other way. The guest bartending is new this year because we do get a lot of community people that ask how they can support it. So that's the opportunity. We don't pass a bucket, we don't pass a hat. So we do rely on those community businesses and support that way.
Hold on to the sponsor list. We're going to get the weather in, and then we'll come back. That's a little bit of a tease. Come to Porter's Convenience Store on Lincoln Way, where they feature top-quality Phillips 66 gasoline. Get more for your money with Phillips 66 fuel. Start your day with their breakfast bowl, along with their signature blend coffee. During Lent, they are featuring a fish sandwich, and you can always enjoy the famous Porter Burger. Open 7 days a week, Porter's can satisfy your beverage and snack needs. Porter's Convenience Store, 1512 Lincoln Way, Clinton. See them for Phillips 66 Pro Clean Gasoline and Clean K1 Kerosene.
It's time now on KROS for the Storm Track 8 weather forecast, brought to you by Midas.
A weather impact alert is in place for your Friday, especially as we get into the afternoon, where we're expecting strong winds, gusts up to 50 miles an hour. Mostly sunny skies will push temperatures into the low 60s this afternoon. Those temperatures will drop into the mid-20s tonight as gusty winds continue. With your Storm Track 8 weather impact forecast, I'm meteorologist Andrew Stutzky.
You gotta read the weather. Come on, Kari, get ahead of yourself.
Currently, we have sunny skies and a temperature of 54. Winds are out of the west at 30 miles an hour. The weather report by KROS is brought to you by Midas.
The locally owned and operated Clinton Midas, proud to have served you for 48 years. And they ask, are the potholes getting the best of you and your vehicle? Don't fret. The Clinton Midas to the rescue with alignment and suspension repair. Also be sure to see the Clinton Midas for tires, batteries, brakes, and general maintenance on your vehicle. Come to the Clinton Midas, 1432 Lincoln Way. You can trust the Clinton Midas with the golden guarantee. Back on Ladies' Day, we talked about teas. We're going to have the sponsor list. Please, Kari, fill us in.
So we've secured about 5 sponsors for our VIP sponsors. Those VIPs get to come every Music on the Avenue and have a tent and get to show people what their business is about. So far, we have Zirkelbaugh Appliance, Miles Communications, Riverfront Properties, Accenture Credit Union, and Citizens First Bank.
Okay, now there are other sponsorship availabilities.
There are a ton, so you can spend $3,000 and above, or you can spend $250, whatever your comfort level is for Music on the Avenue. And we also have sponsorships available for other activities and events we do downtown. Like I said, everything we do downtown is basically free, so it's all based upon sponsorships. We don't want anybody to come down and feel like they have to donate to keep this going. We want everybody just to have a good time.
And you want them to have a good time where?
Music on the Avenue.
Downtown this summer. You mean you'd be downtown all year round, right, people?
Yes.
Exactly.
What we're looking
All right, we're talking to Kari, Lyndsey, and Meghan. If you're watching, that's the way they're lined up right now. Or Meghan, Lyndsey, and Kari. So, Meghan, what's going on? What do we got coming up that we need to go downtown for?
So we have events all year long. We have a retail group that puts on events in conjunction with the downtown board. The next event would be the consignment crawl, April 4th through 6th. Lou Ray from Deja Vu is the big supporter behind that one and does pretty much all the work on that. Her team there. So that's the first event coming up. And then we have a spring wine walk coming up April 24th. So it's a Thursday night. It's always a fun event. We've got some new stuff coming for that this year. Stay tuned. And then we have Music on the Avenue all summer, so we kind of take a break again until fall. And then last year was the first year we did Fall Music Fest, brought that back, and we ended up partnering with the Clinton County Sheriff's Department for their trick-or-treat party. So we are going to do that again with them this year. They'll be joining us downtown, and that will be on Sunday, October 12th. And then we will have a fall wine walk on Thursday, October 16th. Then we go right into trick-or-treat on Friday, October 24th. And then we kind of close out our events for the year with the downtown tree lighting, which is also a nice community event, and that'll be the first Friday in December.
I was just going to say, you're going to wrap it up with the tree lighting. That'll be great. Hey, we got time. Why don't you run down the list of the bands again that are going to be here for Music on the Avenue?
All righty. So again, we start with the Stockwells on the 12th of June, June 19th, Crooked Cactus, June 26th, Montana Sunrise, July 3rd, Staph Infection, July 10th, Wild Oats, July 17th, Todd Striley and the Noise, July 24th, Ten of Soul, July 31st, Danger Zone, August 7th, Spoiler Alert, and we end with JC and the Juice on August 7th, or 14th.
Okay. Now, you're all, of course, involved with the downtown. We had you in earlier, Kari. You were talking about how you enjoy being in the downtown area, that you called it like a destination area.
It is. I absolutely think that it's a destination you can shop. There's no need to go to the Quad Cities. There's no need to go, to any of the big box stores. If you just come downtown, I guarantee you can find it.
And, of course, Lyndsey, you opened a business in downtown, a big step, I would imagine, for you, but how's it been going in your first couple of years?
It's been going good. We were not sure what to expect, so we were surprised with how well it went over. It's been a learning curve for sure. We knew nothing about this when we got into it, but everybody's been very helpful. Kari was actually one of the first ones who knew about it, and so she helped a lot, and yeah, everybody down there is
How has the
great.
business evolved over the 2 years? As you said, you've kind of added on a little bit.
Yeah, so we started with just the bar, and then we opened the event center. So it's actually two buildings connected. So if you have an event, you can, you'll be connected to the bar. You can go back and forth. And that has been very popular. We're booked almost every weekend. And then we did some live bands a couple times just to kind of feel it out, and it was a great response. So we try to do that every weekend, starting like mid-spring through start of winter, kind of slows down. So then we do some events. We have a masquerade ball coming up actually in a week. So we're excited about that. We had a Gatsby party in December, and it was great. So we're trying to do more of that kind of stuff, something different. We're going to do a murder mystery coming up. And,
Okay.
Yeah. But now we've added a mobile bar. It's in the works. So that'll be here hopefully by the end of March.
And what are you going to do with that?
That will help out a lot for Music on the Avenue. And then it will be available for rent for private parties and other events.
You're really taking on a lot over there. That's great. That is outstanding.
We're
Downtown
excited.
Alliance.
Yes.
Are you looking for people to still join? You got good numbers. Talk about the Downtown Alliance.
So Downtown Alliance is the SMID, so it's the Self-Sustaining Municipal Improvement District. We are a set boundaries,
Okay.
and so it is a defined district down there. They're actually on their third renewal, so it's been around over 20 years. And then that additional property tax that the property owners pay funds the nonprofit organization that Kari and Lyndsey sit on the board for. So you do have to be within the boundaries.
I was going to say, what are the boundaries?
So it runs from basically Happy Joe's, South 1st Street, up to 4th Street.
Okay.
And then you go 2nd Avenue South to 8th Avenue South.
Oh, really?
It kind of skirts around, it does not include Hy-Vee, but it includes Walgreens and AutoZone across the street. So it kind of juts out a little bit there, and Ace Hardware. So it kind of follows commercial in the area.
That's interesting. That's
Yeah.
very good. Well, thank you all.
Thank you for having us.
It'll be Music on the Avenue. Again, the opening day is
It is June 12th.
So
June
it's-
12th.
yeah.
Okay, mark that on your calendar. Thank you all so much.
Thank you. Come join us.
First, the Walker in the corner for three, counted. And the Sabres are going to state.
Central DeWitt is returning to Wells Fargo Arena for the second time in 4 years and will face Norwalk Tuesday afternoon at 1:30. Live coverage on KROS and KROSradio.com is brought to you by First Central State Bank, an